There are only 4 people living here now, and you're not one of them." Those were the words my son's wife said, while her brother carried his bags into my house like he already owned it. My son stood there in complete silence. Then her brother smiled and added, "You'll be more comfortable somewhere else. Permanently." I didn't argue. I didn't shout. I simply picked up my old suitcase, locked one drawer, left one envelope behind, and walked out. 10 days later, my phone wouldn't stop ringing. The same people who celebrated my departure were suddenly begging me to come back because they had finally discovered what I never told them. For nearly 30 years, I worked every weekend, every holiday, and every overtime shift to build the home my family lived in. Every brick carried a sacrifice. Every payment came from years of missed vacations and sleepless nights. After my wife passed away, I allowed my son and his wife to move in so they could save money. At first, everything felt normal. Then little things started changing. My favorite chair disappeared. My family photos were replaced. Cabinets were reorganized. I was told which shelves I could use. Eventually, they began referring to the master bedroom as their room. I ignored every insult because I believed family mattered more than pride. Then one evening, I returned from grocery shopping and found an unfamiliar truck outside. Inside, my daughter-in-law's brother was unpacking clothes into the guest room. Nobody had asked me. When I questioned it, she folded her arms and calmly said, "There's only room for 4 people here now, and you're not one of them." Her brother laughed and added, "You'll be happier somewhere else, permanently." I looked at my son, hoping he would defend me. He looked at the floor. That silence hurt more than every insult combined. I quietly walked upstairs, opened my desk, removed a small folder, placed one sealed envelope inside the drawer, locked it, and slipped the key into my pocket. Then I left without another word. For the next 10 days, I stayed in a modest apartment. I ignored every message and every missed call. On the 10th morning, my phone exploded with calls. My daughter-in-law was crying. "There has to be a mistake," she kept repeating. When I arrived, the house was filled with lawyers, movers, and paperwork. The envelope had finally been opened. Inside was the original ownership agreement, a trust document, and a legal instruction that became active the moment I permanently moved out. The house had never been gifted. It had only been loaned. The agreement clearly stated that anyone was forcing the owner to leave immediately lost all occupancy rights. The trust automatically transferred management to an independent company that had already started the legal process. Within hours, everyone except me had been ordered to leave. The same brother who had carried boxes inside was now carrying them back out. My daughter-in-law kept saying, "This can't be his dot, it can't be." But every signature had been verified. Every document was authentic. Every legal step had already been completed. My son finally walked over with tears in his eyes. "I should have stopped this," he whispered. I nodded slowly. "You didn't lose this house because of one decision," I replied. "You lost it because you stayed silent every time respect disappeared." For the first time in days, nobody had another argument. Only silence. People believe betrayal happens in one dramatic moment. It rarely does. It happens one ignored insult at a time. One silent witness at a time. One act of disrespect that nobody challenges. Respect is worth more than property. Because a house can always be rebuilt. Trust cannot.